Okay, so we are here at the Lebanon House for the Accra Basketball League COVID-19 vaccination program, and with me is the Accra Basketball League Director, Mr. Alex Kukula. Mr. Alex Kukula, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, what's the main? We know the gist of this exercise, but can you take us through what got the league board to go through and organize an exercise like this?
Okay. Initially, when contact sports was banned, we were always looking at possibilities of coming back at some point. So in our consultation with people, especially with the experience of football, with the test, we were looking at the various scenarios. Even we looked even at FIBA, their guidelines for return to basketball. And we saw that the most feasible one for us was to try to protect the players as much as possible before we go into it. We thought about testing, which was not actually feasible because we didn't have the money to do testing. So we came up with the idea that we should apply to the National Vaccine Task Force to see if they could help us with vaccines, so that then we know that when we go back, then we have at least some amount of protection for the players when we go back to play. So that's what we did, and luckily they gave us the vaccines.
Great. So how would you describe the exercise so far? Because this is the second day, it's a 3-day program, and so far day 2 is almost done. So how would you describe the exercise so far?
Oh, it's been very good. Yesterday, for example, because it was our first day, we didn't know the format and what, so it was chaos here yesterday. Today, we came in early and we set it up in such a way that people will not crash. There will not be a crash. And it's going on smoothly. At least, we are having about 80% coverage, which is very, very good for me. And I know because it's a weekday, these are 2 weekdays. Tomorrow, I fear being our last day might be also, we will experience what we experienced in the first day, because people would like to come in and for the last day.
Okay, great. Please, so is this the final hurdle before the league commences?
Yes, I think so. I think from this, we are not thinking about the format we go to, because most of the time is gone. We are thinking about what format we'll play the league in. That one is in the works. We'll meet the teams and discuss with them what it is. And then we'll fix a date. We have a date in mind, but it's not definite. But so we are thinking about the end of the month or something, then we should have something going.
Are there any different things that might pop up? Maybe a new sponsor coming in?
With the sponsors, we are having issues, because even our sponsor, even we went and had a meeting with them, and they were saying because of COVID, they don't have a policy to put their money where there's a ban, sort of. But we are still talking to them. We've told them the measures we've taken, and I think they are seeing our side of things. Hopefully we'll put them on board. But for now, I don't think we should expect any new sponsor apart from our old one, which we are even trying to convince to still stay on board because of the special circumstances we are in. So hopefully, when we put this in order and things die down a bit next year, then we'll look at bringing in more sponsors and for the league to go on.
Okay, great. So what are we to expect in the upcoming season from the ABL?
Yeah, this season is I just call it like bringing people back into the game. That's what I call it, because it's difficult now with the time constraints. Now it's difficult to have a full-blown season. So that's why I said earlier that we're looking at various scenarios where we could have at least everybody playing a bit part in it. Then we'll have our end of season playoffs or whatever, in whatever format we'll do it, so that then we'll end it. Then next year, hopefully, now that they've had the vaccines next year, then we start very early and have a full-blown season.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you too.